All right, and we are back at the Crescent City Cup 2018. So round number 5 is going to be a pretty exciting one with Dave Wiegand, Evans Clinchy, the top 2 seeds of the tournament. So they're getting these tough matches out of the way right now. Oh man, this is going to be interesting.
This is going to be great.
So Evans has a bingo on his first rack, and he finds it in half a second, and he's going to slap it down in another half a second. Oh man.
So this is going to be fun commentary because I can't see the board. So I'm just kidding.
Oh man. You may also want to go to the Twitch stream itself because you can see it there.
Okay.
Wow. So really interesting piece of like trivia. Evans Clinchy has played Dave Wiegand like almost like 60 times, maybe more than 60 times, and Evans actually has a winning record against him, which is really interesting.
Well, Evans like 38. Is a great player.
He is great. Yeah, I mean Dave Wiegand is obviously like
one of the best all time,
world class. Yeah, yeah. So Evans' record against Dave lifetime is 38 and 37 with one tie. So they pretty much split their games.
That's
in tournaments, which is pretty interesting.
You man, ask for a closer matchup there.
Yeah.
See if I can find the board, and I know what I'm talking about here.
Yeah. So Dave Wiegand with DFILMMO. He has milfdom on his rack, but I don't think milfdom is a word, even though it should be.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah. Not yet.
How about filmdom?
So
though? How about
filmdom?
Switch it around.
It seems to be good, but filmdom itself doesn't play, but he's playing it through the D. So he's just playing filmdom for 30 points. This is exactly what Wiegand likes to do. He likes to throw open the board, open as much as he can, especially when he's down, obviously, but even generally, because that's what he's good at. He's an amazing word machine. So I didn't know filmdom. I guess it's probably Collins only. And man, Evans has some interesting decisions now. Do you see a bingo? I don't see a bingo with these tiles. The V kind of gets in the way from Janizary or Japanize and stuff. But I'm sure he's trying to think of hitting the J off of the O in filmdom.
Up so I think.
Yeah.
Are they contagious? No.
So yeah, so Evans has like JA off of filmdom, but that obviously gives back a pretty huge spot hooking AM. So Evans has like JA off filmdom, but that obviously gives back a pretty huge spot hooking AM. So Evans has like JA off filmdom. Yeah, I think we have a lot of feedback here. Gives back a pretty huge spot hooking AM. So Evans has like JA off filmdom. Yeah, I think we have a lot of feedback here. So Evans goes with JA.
Yeah, I got to get out of that.
Oh, he's going with
Twitch because I think I'm giving you the feedback.
Yeah. You may want to mute Twitch or something. That may help.
I tried. I couldn't get it to mute.
Oh.
Yeah, it was weird. And
Are you on the bottom left corner?
I don't know. Twitch was giving me all sorts of issues there, but I can't see the board.
Okay. All right, we'll figure something out. So Evans made a really interesting play with he used the blank, which kind of makes sense. I didn't know Zanja. 85 points. It's kind of ridiculous. You kind of have to take the points there. So that's a good Collins only word to know. Let's see what Cage said.
Zanja? Z-A-N-J-A?
Yeah, Zanja.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah, I didn't know that word. That's pretty, for that rack, it's pretty perfect. And it also makes the scoring spot on the left side a bit less like fruitful for Dave. Because you can't play a 5-letter word next to Zanja now.
A Zanja is an irrigating canal, in case you're...
Zanja, man.
I have the board. Yay.
Oh, you have the board. Wonderful.
All right. There we go.
So, Wiegand might think about Kiddo through the I in filmdom. Not only does that clean up his D problem, it opens the board a lot more.
Go with the back, though, huh? Keep the dodo.
Oh, with Azo. Oh, even better. I forgot about Azo. Yeah.
Yeah, that's important, those hooks, you know?
All right, he can't...
We got Evans with I'll tell you, it gets confusing with all the 2-letter words if you play words with friends, because you see FI and you're like, oh, quite and fee, but of course FI not good in Scrabble.
Oh, really?
So yeah, but
He actually has an interesting play. Jivey right now is really interesting because, I mean, if he draws an E after Jivey, he gets quote for like 1 million points next to Dak.
yeah.
The only problem, of course, is that Dave is going to play there a lot.
Stays open.
Yeah.
I
But
don't
even
know
so,
that's.
it probably won't. But I think even so, keeping the QU is probably a good idea with Jivey.
Yeah, Jivey scores well, and
yeah.
he's got good synergy with the QU and the T. I think Jivey's probably the way I would go here.
I think some people
quite and if and TI, but then you're keeping VY, and I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I agree. Some people might play QI and ID just to block that scoring spot, because it is a pretty big scoring spot. But I think you should just go with Jivey.
I think his rack is complete dreck.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, like OTUVY is just awful. So I think I would do Jivey.
It looks like Dave has rodeoed.
Oh man,
on his rack.
Yeah, I mean, this is what Dave wants. I mean, he really got bailed out with that dodo leave. Oh man.
Yeah. So I think so actually Jivey would be really nice. Oh, there you go. A nice Kiviat.
Yeah.
I believe that is the wool of a musk ox.
So he does elect to block. He blocks the scoring spot and scores the Q.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty solid play.
It's pretty solid play. Unfortunately, that he would have had that quote play if he had played Jivey.
That's true.
He's going to bingo with rodeoed and would not have blocked that spot. But he didn't know that.
Of course. I think it's a pretty good decision for this.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny, Robin Pollock Daniel was recently up in, she was on a ski trip, and she saw Kiviat wool. And
that's
I remember she posted about it. Very, very pricey material there. And Dave, of course, gets the bingo down.
Yeah, I mean, this board is exactly what I think both these players want this board, especially Dave. Super open.
Nice wide open board, a lot of scoring opportunities. Evans.
Yeah, like Evans can parallel rodeoed for crazy. Like FOY above rodeoed is going to be pretty crazy. 39 points.
Did he get anything down there on the triple with EF? Is there any possibility?
Yeah, that's another thing. I'm not seeing anything, but I'm sure there's got to be something.
I don't know. I mean,
I mean, even Edify or Deify, those aren't bad plays at all.
Yeah. But
let's see what Quackle's
I think he's got nothing underneath rodeoed.
Oh, it likes hose. HOSE does fit there.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'd play the S off. I think I'd rather play off Foy and keep the lead.
I mean, let's see, yeah. It's 16 more points to play hose. And one nice thing about hose is that it does block all these spots for Dave. Like, it blocks a lot of the spots, which is worth something, I think. But I'm not sure. Oh, actually, I'm...
play hose. That leave is not going to be great if he does, but...
Yeah. It will block Dave's bingo, though. Dave has bludgeon for 92. Or 95.
Even better if he gives him the...
But again,
Evans could have bunghole. Oh,
bunghole, even better. That's exactly what he should do. Okay, so Evans is playing pretty defensively.
And it's great, actually. Yeah, that was a very nice...
He sacrifices 2 points to block the deep. Yeah, Evans is a bunghole. That is very fitting. So I think it's a solid play. Like, Evans is erring on the defensive side, which is probably a good idea against Dave because, he is sadly.
Yeah, and it scored well, and he keeps the S. I probably, and I'm nowhere near the caliber player either of these two guys are, but I probably would have done the same thing.
Yeah, I think it's solid. So now Wiegand is actually at a pretty big deficit. So he really needed that bingo with bludgeon. I'm wondering if he's gonna try to keep the U to hit QUE plays. He can hit stuff like like oblique or even stuff like QUAI, Aquay. Like the U gets a bit better in that situation.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Although he could also just parallel with Lazo right now, play something like BEL, making Lazo 37.
How about Jungle from the J?
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, again, like that's the type of thing Dave Wiegand likes to do, just like play long words, opening up things. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Yeah, I mean, again, this is like exactly the type of game I'd expect from these two guys. So it's pretty cool. Okay, so Kate's updated with the time.
Maybe belong to underneath, making Reb and or. I don't know where that comes in.
Yeah.
Double, it seems to be the top play
interesting.
on the Quackle.
Yeah. I'm surprised. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you play BEL, the leave is pretty gross. GNOU gets really bad here. At least double opens the board, and that's exactly what Wiegand needs. So I think that's a pretty solid play.
Yeah, I'd probably, if I were on there, I'd be debating between jungle and double.
Yeah, I think I prefer double because I think the N and the G go pretty well together after double.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, so I think he sees double given his rack.
Yeah.
So yeah, both of them have been playing pretty quickly, so I don't think they're going to get into time trouble. Yeah, so Dave Wiegand will want to win just to equalize the series they have, because if he wins this, then their lifetime record will be, 38-38?
Yeah, even it up.
Evans will still have taken a bunch of rating. So yeah, he'll even it up. That's probably all they care about. Yeah. Yeah, Evans has a pretty cool 6 on his rack. I don't think it takes an S in Collins, at least. FE by.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess, is that how you pronounce it? FE by F.
It takes a C, actually.
It does. Oh, interesting. It's a plural of a young man of ancient Greece. So it's pretty cool.
And he could play it down from, because Cam takes an E, right? But then you're throwing an I in a triple line, which I don't think he's going to want to do.
Yeah, not when he's ahead, at least. Yeah. There's a lot of points, though.
Yeah.
Because besides that, does he even have great option? Oh, he has PHI, actually, under rodeoed. For like 47 points.
This is going to depend on Dave hasn't made his play yet, but I'm assuming Dave's going to put down double. And that's going to take away that PHI. Yeah,
and I think that's probably a smart move, even just to block the scoring spot, because it's kind of annoying. Yeah.
But Dave is taking his time here, so he's definitely looking. I think he's going back to double.
Yeah, this is one of those turns. Like, I think it's a pretty important turn in the game. Like, this kind of makes or breaks things.
Where you've got, you got to weigh the leave versus the scoring versus what you're doing to the board defensively. This is where a lot of games are won and lost, and it's where I usually lose games. And he's not going to do double. Oh, Lazo.
I mean, he's thinking about BEL and Lazo. Yeah. I was going to do it.
All right, so Evans gets the PHI, which
it's going to be pretty killer. Like, he'll be up by over a bingo, well over a bingo. Oh, Evans is wasting no time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a solid play, obviously.
Excellent play there from Evans. And Dave has got kind of an ugly-looking rack.
Yeah, this is like the downside of GNOU. Is that you get into a lot of racks like this that are like, they don't score well, they don't bingo.
You're dueling, JOULING, which I think he's going to do.
Okay, I mean, that seems great if you can do that. There's nothing else there, is there? So I didn't know jewel is a verb in Collins. It means to bump. So it's very different from the definition in TWL, for sure.
Yeah, Collins opens up so many possibilities.
Yeah.
You know, you play whatever dictionary makes you happy, but I think Collins makes the game a lot more fluid, a lot more interesting. I think it's more fun to watch. I think it can be more fun to play. Obviously, you know, you have to get used to a lot of the words are a little bit ridiculous, but they can be that way in TWL as well. So,
I mean, like, you look at Kiviute right there. A lot of people would say that's the most ridiculous word on the board right now, and that's good in TWL.
Certainly good in TWL.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, again, like in TWL, you don't see as many games like this that are like full of scoring. Like almost they probably average like over 40, probably over 50.
Yeah, well, and you've got because every play gives you so many more scoring opportunities. When you get two players of this caliber, you're going to get so many more shootouts. You know, you could score almost 500 points and lose, and that's
and that happened last round.
But it's not uncommon to see in a Collins game. Whereas in a TWL game, you score 500 points, you're almost never going to lose. I mean, that's a rarity.
While I completely agree with that, last round there was a 569-point loss in TWL, which was ridiculous.
Wow. Who lost it?
That might be the highest one ever, honestly.
That is.
It was Conrad Broad. I actually don't know who that is.
Wow.
Conrad Broad lost to Mike Early. Yeah. 575 to 569. Quite ridiculous. I want to see that game for sure.
I'd love to see that board. I hope there weren't a lot of phonies on there.
That's true, yeah. That somehow like makes it a bit less real.
Yeah.
It feels a bit less real. So Dave Wiegand has an interesting position because I think he probably has seen dueling and like.
Yeah, I'm sure he saw it. He put it on his rack right away.
Yeah.
I think looking for something better, but
I wonder if his apprehension. Yeah, because it does close the board a bit. Because it's a bit hard to parallel dueling. So
yeah,
maybe that's his apprehension. But still, I'm surprised he hasn't played it yet because it seems like pretty solid.
I would think that it is clearly the play, but I'm looking at Evan's rack.
He's
and
looking at Olingo as well.
He might do something like Web and Bohr and ERE.
Oh, I see.
Look at Evans has beers. I bet you Evan had a lot of beers last night.
Beers works. Yeah.
Yep. I know Dave Wiegand had some beers last night, some big ass beers.
Yeah, I think I saw some of those. Probably. Man,
that is.
I still want to see him
a
chug one of
Crescent
those
City
big
classic
huge ass
tradition.
beers. Have you been to the tournament before?
I was at the very first one.
Cool,
I've not been back since. I was actually planning. Oh, so he's going to keep the U.
So I'm wondering where he's going to play Olingo. I still don't see the spot.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure why you keep the U there.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
the
really
U is out there. There's no spot there for it.
I mean, I'm willing to say maybe he just wasn't sure of dueling with the U because I can't imagine why dueling would be a better play.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting. And as you can see right now, the U is. I don't think there's a bingo in here in Collins because the U is really cramping up this rack because otherwise it's a pretty balanced rack.
Yeah, I don't know why he kept the U and then. Wexes.
Oh, interesting. I mean, it's a lot of points. It's over 40 points.
And that's. I mean, to put a W in a triple line, not such a dangerous letter there.
Yeah.
Dave, of course, has
I'm a bit worried about the E
possibilities, but nothing. I don't think he's got any of the letters he needs for a rousing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a Janum or
boring,
anything.
I guess, from the W is probably.
Oh, so warring is a verb, yeah. I mean, again, he missed the other U word last turn, so maybe he's going to play a W-A-R-I-N-G.
No,
Skipping the
he
U
won't.
once again.
He won't miss WAURING. He'll know that's a verb. I guess his only question is, does he want to keep the ing and just play WAUR?
I think he does. I think he does want to do that, or even play somewhere else, opening the board a bit more because he's down a lot. He needs to open the board. He's down over 100. So that's what I'm wondering. Could he even play? No, Gower from the G doesn't really make sense. From the G and Joling, that's too few points.
I think he should play the Warring and you know, we've still got.
We still have a blank. Oh, we still have both blanks.
Both blanks are still out there.
No, we have one blank. No, there's still one. There's one on the board with Zanja.
Oh, that's right.
So there's only one blank to draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I mean the ing is not super powerful here because there's not a great place for it to go.
Yeah, there's no good hooks for an ing. So I think you got to play off the 6 tiles, take Warring for 36, and see what you can draw.
I think I'm down with that. Yeah, because I think it also he needs to get back in range where he can hit one bingo and still win the game.
That is what he's doing.
Yeah, or he's deliberating. Oh.
No, he's got it. He's got it.
Oh, he is playing it. Okay.
Yeah.
Very
and so now we've got Evans with kind of a bratty-looking rack.
Yeah. Yes, Evans is going to probably try to score points because he wants to make sure that he can just outrun bingos. Yeah. I'm looking at Tivy through the I and Joling just to kind of clean up his rack, make sure he can keep scoring in the future.
How about Barite? He's making a nice parallel play here with Batty.
Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, absolutely is what you play. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Evans is really good at like finding plays. It seems like he's just super quick.
Great
as soon
board
as the clock is hit, he's already knows what to play. Yeah. So, and that's super important in Collins, I think, especially. So that's probably why he's doing so well. Oh man, Wiegand did not draw what he wanted to.
Yeah, that is
opposite of what he wanted. Because now the board is kind of in danger of being closed. Because the whole top of the board, I feel like there's not really space for bingos there anymore. It's
very little. Unless you get a 9 through the AX or something from the TE. That is, bingos are pretty much out of the realm there. And I'm sure Evans is going to start shutting down that bottom portion of the board.
That's the thing. So Wiegand needs like a way to open the bottom really well. Aguna, Aguna is exactly the kind of thing you need to do here, I think. Because you can't block the lane from the A as well as the lanes through the U, the N, and the A. I think Aguna is what you need to do.
Sure, it opens up the board, gives him some
bingo lanes. Still open.
Gets rid of one of the N's, gets rid of the U.
Yeah,
there's no question. It's going to leave him a decent leave, give him some bingo lanes, and he sees it now. You can tell he's got the 4 letters he needs.
Interesting. Whether to keep Xander's open. So how many S's are there left? So there's 4 S's total.
There are 3 S's left.
So he probably draws an S a pretty decent amount of the time. So it might be worth it to leave Xander's open somehow. Yeah, he's in a rough position. I wonder he could actually open a lane in the top right by playing just a few tiles. Something like GU gun, I don't know, something like that. Just that because there's space for 7-letter word in the top right.
Yeah, so but I don't he's got to score some more. I think Aguna is going to be one of his higher scoring options, and it's going to give him some bingo lines, and I think it helps clean up the rack.
Yeah, I mean, I think Aguna, I wouldn't be surprised if he plays that at all unless he finds something better. But I'm just worried about Evans just destroying the board. Because Evans is, once he has a lead, he's really good at that.
And if you're Evans, you've got, a 100-plus point lead. You're going to try and
also,
put down the board as best you can.
Although if you're Evans right now, you have fucking INRRTTV, so it might be tough to do anything with that. Yeah. Yeah,
He's
Evil
not gonna
Budgie, that's
have
like...
a lot of possibilities.
Yeah. I think this is a rack he might take a long time on, because he really needs to shape the board so that he can get not one, but probably 2 bingos to win the game. That's what he needs. So he's probably thinking about what are the best ways to get 2 bingos down on this board. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, Aguna makes Laguna. That's also good. Plays Nova. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I think his thinking is kind of what you're saying before, with like he needs to score points so that Evans doesn't just like run away with the game. I think that's fair. He keeps an A to overlap Joling with an A. Oh,
well,
he's beautiful.
He drew the blank, so
that's exactly
well
what he did.
Into that rack.
ACNU actually does pretty well off of Joling because you have the U to underlap the G with GU, and you also have the A to make AG. So ACNU might be like a deceptively reasonable lead there. So now the question is, does Wiegand have any bingos for next turn?
He's not going to have any 7s, but it's a tough board right now for 8s. So the question is, does he maybe have a 9?
So we're on to 9s.
Yeah. He actually does have a 9 to the OR, but unfortunately there's not enough room there.
Okay.
And he would have a 9 to a TE, of course, not from a TE. So
punctuate?
Punctuate, yeah. But yeah. He could get punctual but Evans can't give him a U or an L. There's no chance really that Evans is going to give him anything he needs. So there's no bingo coming from Dave on the next turn.
So,
I'll tell you, if you're Evans, I mean, I don't know what you're thinking there, but there are 4 A's unseen, and he right now has a TRN, which would fit nicely with the Q for Trenk. I don't know that you worry about that if you have a good play, but right now I don't know that he has a great play, so he can play off,
I think that's definitely worth keep considering, especially because he wants to keep NRT anyways.
Yeah.
Because Trenk would be really important.
Grit. The problem with Grit is Grit actually would give Dave a bingo. So Grit would not be a good play here from the G.
I really doubt he'll play Grit. Yeah, just giving those lanes is kind of dangerous at this score. But can you play off IRTV elsewhere? Maybe through the OR or something? Yeah. Because, keeping Trank possibilities are great, because that will kind of help you win, even if Dave gets 2 bingos down. You get Trank.
Yeah.
And you're probably good to go. But yeah, just the question is how to do that. You could play RIT above Rodeoed, but keeping NRTV is also dangerous because then he might just be screwed next turn. So this is a really rough situation for Evans. Not that he's in a bad position, but it's a pretty tough rack to deal with. He's not doing his usual 2-second play like earlier.
No, well, this is one where you're going to have to take some time and think about it.
Yeah. Very interesting. So I've just spent 4 minutes as 8.
I don't know what I would do here. I'm really curious. All right. He just plays the VR.
Yeah.
Does kind of give a little bit more of a lane there with the OR hooks.
I was just looking at plays there. I think this is I think it is a good play because I think Zanja's bingos are going to score like 20 more points than bingos hooking the OR. So even if Dave does get a bingo down, it will score a lot less.
Well, but OR gives you a lot more hooks. Zanja, you only get to hook the S. So you have to have a bingo with the S there. Whereas if you have OR, you can hook an A, a B, a C, a D, an E, an F, a G, an S, a T.
Sure, so a lot of things go there.
So you're opening up a whole lot more possibilities.
Yeah.
That being said, he didn't pick the A, but he did pick a couple of nice tiles to go with his rack. And he does have a bingo, and his bingo hooks from the OR.
So, true. That is true. Yeah.
It's going to work out, I think, in his favor because Dave does not have a bingo.
That's true. And Dave's probably not going to want to block either.
Oh no, you can't block if you're in Dave's position. So I think it's absolutely almost certain that Evans is going to get that bingo down. The question is, where is Dave going to go?
Yeah. And I think from Evan's perspective, I think
looks like the highest scoring play.
Sorry.
I think he needs he needs the points, and with the blank and the leave, I mean, he's going to have a good leave and a good chance to bingo back. So I think.
And where does Cat play? Do you mean above rodeoed?
Above rodeoed, you get COR, ARE.
Oh, I see. Well,
you get the C.
What
double
about
both ways.
Isn't URE though as well is good, right? So he could play Cup. Oh wait, POR is not good, right? So.
Yeah, POR is not good.
Yeah, so I guess he has to play Pack there.
Yeah. But yeah, I think you got to do Pack for,
Sure.
Unpatch.
Oh, is he going to phony? I mean, that's going to get challenged.
Yeah, I would think that would get challenged.
Yeah. Yeah, something that's interesting is I think from Evan's perspective, keeping INRTT last turn was pretty bingo prone because there were so many A's and E's left in the pool, which make that leave a lot more bingo prone. As happened exactly, like he drew the E, and now he's good to go.
Now the question is, how quickly will Evans put this bingo down? I say under 10 seconds.
My bets are under 5.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. I should have gone with under 3 seconds. Yeah, he wastes no time.
I think it's a great strategy because then he can spend all of his time on moves like VAR that are really difficult, and then sitter and stuff like that, you just don't waste anything.
Yeah.
4.8 seconds. Jeremy has his stopwatch out. Thank you, Jeremy.
There you go. Unwhite.
Unwhite. It plays with UG.
UG.
Is it good though? It's good. Okay.
It's good. It's good for sure.
All right. I don't think it'll be enough because he needs 2 bingos.
No, it'll make it closer. Maybe he draws something here, but it's unlikely to help him win the game. But it's certainly going to reduce the spread, and it's certainly the only chance he has.
Yeah, we've seen that in a lot of games in the last few hours.
He's got a lot of vowels that he just drew, so which not surprising. The bag was very
players have a lot of vowels.
So I think at this point, given what's left, Evans knows he's got this one pretty much wrapped up, and it's just a matter of maximizing your spread in the end game.
Maybe blocking some 9s. He'll probably take a while to look for some 9s, I think.
Yeah. Well, he could play Eloge's down under sit turn to the triple.
Oh, I see.
And
okay.
Really.
Yeah, so Sidewinder, that's an interesting thing. Like TWL, you definitely get a lot more phonies. Just because of the challenge rule, it's different. So it's pretty natural you'll get more phonies there. But there was one in college. There was the Creekers game where Dave Wiegand phoned with Creekers. So, Phonies do
Yeah,
happen
that
to
was,
in
that was
Collins.
to start the game. So that changed the whole complexity of that game. Once you land, he's going to go with eloges, which is great. He'll empty the bag, and there's no chance for Dave in this game anymore. He's just got to find his highest scoring play and minimize the spread.
I wonder how much time he'll take. He might take some time to figure out the best end game. Might be worth the spread.
I think it's always worth looking. Looks like he's got some 24-point plays.
Yeah. I guess I don't think Evans is going out next turn. Might be missing something.
I don't see an O there or an L for Aloe. I don't see an N or an R.
Toya doesn't fit.
R? See,
I
N,
don't think
R,
so.
L, D.
So yeah, I think
D.
Dave is just going to sum out in 2. He does have orcs and orca and stuff like that, so he might be able to get something there.
Maybe a C, ASEA, an orca.
And he's also thinking about just playing AUA somewhere, keeping SEIS, or maybe vice versa. I think either one will work. Dave is thinking with his fingers. Yeah, it'll look solid.
Yep.
So I guess he keeps 2 spots. He keeps the SEIS at the top underneath Warring as well.
Well, he's got orcs and SEIS there for 24 points.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's what he'll do to go out and, top 400 there.
Yeah.
But Evans is undefeated still, right?
Evans is undefeated. He's 5-0. I think he'll stay in first place after this.
And I think he'll play. Is it Orlin?
Orlet might be next for sure. Orlet's doing well. Orlet took down Wiegand last game. Looked interesting.
Yeah.
Orlet's been on fire. He did really well in Niagara as well. I think he's probably severely underrated.
So I want to know what was the time
left
on the clock in those games.
Man.
That was a quick game.
Yeah, Evans must have had 12, 15 minutes left or something.
Yeah.
Something crazy. 55 seconds on Dave. Really? I guess Evans took a long time on a couple moves there. 11:48. Wow. So both of them used fewer than 15 minutes. Interesting. Evan Borofsky. Yeah, Evan Borofsky's doing well. He's representing Canada, oddly. So yeah, Wiegand made it a lot closer than we thought it would be, because he was down by 150 at some point.
Yeah,
So
no,
it's pretty good on him.
It was tough. I mean, I don't know that there were any major mistakes made in the game. I do think I would have played Jouling, Jouling.
Yeah, I think that was
you there, but I don't think that mistake. If it is a mistake, but I don't think it cost him. Certainly didn't cost him the game. Although you never know, maybe he doesn't have that U,
and he's on a bingo
on the next turn, and it changes the complexity of things.
You never know what could have actually happened, but
yeah. But I mean,
But yeah, that was a pretty solidly played game.
No major miscues in this game on either side, and you expect that with 2 players as good as Wiegand and Clinchy.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm really impressed with Evan's play. I thought he played a really tactical game. Kibby was cool. He made that sacrifice. That was really smart. Yeah, no surprise that he's rated as highly as he is after seeing that.
Yeah.
So I don't think pairings are posted yet. All right, so
What are we doing?
I guess that is all we'll do for this round. We'll get the next round started shortly in 10 minutes or so, maybe when everyone else catches up on their games.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sounds good. We'll be back in a few then.
Yeah, see you guys in a bit.